Hi everyone, it's me, Serenity, and today it's kind of rainy outside, so I thought I would wear gray, pop a little color in it, give it some sparkle somewhere. I feel pretty good today amidst all the stress that I've been going through, been trying to stay positive, which leads me to my subject for today, which is dealing with negative people. Where do I start? Life is too short and too sweet to be bombarded by people who drain you, who like mental, emotional vampires, I call them. Most of my life, I've been dealing with these types of people, and it always had an effect on me that I could not shake. I always kind of became just like them, whether it was with people who were closest to me or even strangers sometimes. But for the most part, I am not like that. I try to do my best to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and present my best self when I'm encountering anyone. Now, sometimes you may have conflicts with someone. Sometimes it's the people that are closest to you. Usually it's the people that's closest to you, because it seems like any little thing can trigger them off. In the past few months, I've had these types of conflicts with a number of people, and it came quite as a surprise. I couldn't believe it, and it was like they were a total different person from the person I thought they were. And I came to realize, like Oprah said a couple years back, hurt people hurt people. Usually it's the people who are dealing with some emotional stuff on the inside that they can't sort out within themselves, so they have to take it out on others. The innocent ones sadly get burnt. But there's some things that I came to realize also during the course of this time, these incidents. Number one is that usually these things don't just come out of nowhere. These things are bottled up inside of them. They kind of build, and it takes any little thing to trigger them off. Anything, I mean anything. I feel like that's who they are on the inside. No matter how much makeup a person puts on, no matter how much friends a person pretends to have, you will see their true colors sooner or later, if that's who they are on the inside. If they show you that ugly, believe them, okay? Because it's ugly. Beauty is literally from within. Ever notice how some of the prettiest people on the outside, like pageant queens and stuff, if they have a bad attitude and they like, I encounter this a lot, like girls who work at the bank, women who have like corporate jobs, and they wear the best like two-piece suit and stilettos and then got the Louis Vuitton bag. You walk past, and just because they look so sophisticated, so esteemed, you're inclined to say something like hello, good morning, or excuse me, or whatever. And quite a few times, these ladies did not answer. They did not even look at me. Now, in the past, this would have made me feel like there was something wrong with me. But as life teaches you lessons, you learn that it's something wrong with them. They are the ones who are suffering from something on the inside, some kind of issue with their self-image, control, power, whatever it may be. So ugly truly comes from within. Beauty also comes from within. The second thing about negative people that I have written down here is that now that they've shown you their true colors, you have a choice. You have a choice to either allow this to continue to happen to you, allow yourself to continue to be the victim, their victim, or you can evaluate yourself and realize that this is not something you are willing to accept. That you're on a path, you're trying to grow, become a more positive person, to enlighten yourself and be a better person, and they're bringing you down. This is something I've learned over the years to like nip in the bud, because life's too short, man. I have kids, I have a family, I cherish them, and I want them to learn to do the same thing. Chances are they are not going to change, because if, like I said, if that is who they are on the inside, you can't expect to change someone. They have to do it on their own. And the only way they may be able to change one day is by seeing other people, the change that happens in someone else that inspires them to change. Other than that, it's a waste of time. And for me, I have no problem cutting people off. If you're not on that road, that path that I'm on, you're on the opposite road, then there's no need for me to be, we're just going to like keep bucking heads. That doesn't make sense. Number 3 is to know that you also deserve much better. You are a person, you are a child of God, you deserve the best in everything in life. Now, of course, bad things happen to everyone, but some things, it's what you accept and what you allow. If you allow it to happen, it's going to continue to happen, and you're going to say, oh God, why me? Why me? But truth be known, it is up to you. It is your life. You write the script of your own movie. Now, with that being said, there are ways, after these things have happened, there are ways to kind of heal from all the pain that they've caused you. Growing up, I remember people who were very verbally abusive. I mean, I don't know if it was because of their history growing up. Maybe that's all they knew. Maybe that's the most effective way for them to get their point across. Whatever. But there are ways to heal. Do not allow their words to sink in. People's opinions are just that. They're opinions. You know who you are as a being. If someone calls you that is calls you, say, silly, stupid, fat, black, naive, selfish, whatever they may call you. I mean, they can come up with the most ridiculous and ludicrous things. You're like, oh my God, me? Why? Like, oh my God. When you know you're doing your best every day just to help others, but this once again shows you the type of person that they are. They don't appreciate that. They don't see that. And so you have to go out there, first of all, and find people who are like-minded, people who are on the same path as you, people who share in that positivity, optimists. Everything is not perfect. You should not act like everything is perfect, but you should do your best to be thankful for what you have, to show love, to be appreciative, to, be humble, be kind, be thoughtful, be generous. This is the way that God wants us to be. God doesn't want a haughty, pompous, loudmouth, talking back, catty person. He doesn't want bitches in his kingdom who are going to tell you off at the drop of a dime. That's not what he wants. He wants someone who knows how to listen, who can respect others, who can put differences aside to give each other a chance in life. So surround yourself with these types of people, people who support you, who love you, who show you that they love you, not just tell you that they love you. Anyone can tell you they love you. Actions speak louder than words. I believe in actions. I do not believe in words anymore, because talk is cheap, okay? People say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. That is a lie. That is a lie, and I've known this firsthand from I was a child. That is a lie. Words can hurt you more than a blow to the face. Words hurt. Words, you carry them with you for a lifetime. If you allow it to happen, you can take that with you to the grave, okay? So, also be careful what you say to someone else, because like toothpaste coming out of a tube, it's very easy for it to come out, but it's hard to take it back. And especially when you're young and impressionable, these words really stick in your mind and you start to believe them. So be careful what you say to others. It's very important. Another way of dealing with the hurt and healing from it is forgiveness. We must learn to forgive. Now, forgiveness does not mean forgetting. You can forgive. You can say either to the person, or you can pray and tell it to God, so that you know in your subconscious that you release this hold that this person had on your heart. Like, they don't have that power over you anymore. You're not angry anymore. You accept them as they are and you move on. Now, sometimes forgiveness is about restoring a relationship, but in some cases that's impossible, because you can't restore a relationship with someone who refuses to change. You're working against yourself. That's not going to happen in some cases. So you just have to accept what is and move on with your life and know that they're going to be fine. Whatever they do is going to happen to them. Karma is going to bite them in the ass, and that's life. You make sure that your karma is good karma. Now, praying is another way. You pray and ask God to supernaturally help you to overcome these feelings of hurt and pain. God is awesome. He is great. He can do that for you. And one thing about prayer is that it not only works in the natural realm, it helps you to consciously know and feel that, hey, I've turned this problem over to a higher power, over to my Creator, over to my Father. Like, He's got my back, and I know I can conquer this. But it also works in a supernatural form, whereas I feel like the power of the Holy Spirit, His heavenly angels, all of them work together to help heal an entire situation, not just one person. It may work where it turns around where someone, the perpetrator in the whole situation, may need your help. Or they may have a dream about you and see you in a whole different light and say, you know what? I was a fool. I did not mean to do this. I did not mean to mess up my relationship. She meant so much to me, or he meant so much to me, whatever. Prayer is very powerful, and people, I think a lot of people these days overlook the power of it. Another thing, another way that we can overcome the pain from others is to try and do things that make you a better person. Try and broaden your horizons. Try and grow as a person yourself. Like I said earlier, you cannot change someone else, but you can be the change that inspires someone else to change. I feel like you have to learn to be more humble. You have to do things that take you out of this society's view of what should be. You have to, whatever it may be, there are lots of things you can do to grow. Take classes, read more, pray more, read the Bible. You know, there's so many things you can do. You can practice martial arts, you can practice things that help you to learn discipline, self-control, patience, generosity, just random acts of kindness can help you to see that there are so many people in this world that are worse off than yourself. So you're not feeling like the victim anymore. It's very important. And in the end, lastly, but not least, remember that it's fair loss. You are awesome, okay? I am awesome. We are awesome. So if someone decides that they're going to attack you, they're going to assault you, and you know you did nothing wrong, you did nothing to provoke it, it's just their own erroneous feelings they have that cause them to lash out at anybody at any given time, hey, it's their loss. Because you know what you have to offer the world. And this is going to strengthen you from within. So, now that you know a few ways of dealing with these people, it should be much easier in the future because it's not going to end here. We have many people in the world who are just, vicious, malicious, monsters. So, you do you, let them do them, life goes on. That's the end of this post, and I will be back a little bit later with another post that's near and dear to my heart. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something today from it. Peace and love. Namaste.